Finally back.
And we're together.
Yeah.
There's no imaginary wall here.
It's gonna be weird because now we both have. Well, luckily you brought your computer, but we got the same screen to look at, and Joe's work computer. If it fails him, we don't have to stop recording. But yeah, it feels good to be back. The WNBA decided to start making moves. One while I was out away, so I couldn't record sooner, but we are finally back now. Yeah, I don't know what we want to touch on right away, but Joe, how's it feel to be back recording? How you doing?
It's definitely weird. Hello, everybody. Season 2, we weren't sure when it was going to happen, just based on the WNBA's insecurities of not negotiating for 17 months and then deciding to hole up for 11 days almost straight and work tirelessly through the day and night, and a deal is finally here. So we were like, okay, let's find out what the schedule is, the plans, the most important dates before we jump on. As much as we want to share the news as fast as possible, it's also making sure we had the whole story before we share it out to you guys.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's been a while. I went away on some personal stuff and then started traveling after. I had to fix some problems of my own. I went to a gambling rehab, which I'm now open book about, but I was hiding for a while. So, yeah, worked on myself, and now I'm coming back dedicated as ever to the brand, the No Shade brand. I don't know we'll get to it later, but I don't know what we'll call ourselves in the future if we want to stay pun related. But Joe, I know you've had I don't know, we haven't talked about it, right? The biggest announcement of your life. Biggest moment of your life. I don't know if you want to talk about it. The loss in the finals of the state championship. No, but Joe, congratulations on a great season. Back-to-back FCX champions. Finally made it to Mohegan Sun, the Mecca, as they call it in Connecticut basketball. No, that would be Stores, I guess. But yeah, next year now you got to win it all.
Yeah,
step by step.
It was, end of the season. I think last time we were on, I think we were somewhere like 10 or 11-0, and we were just like, yeah, we're just one game at a time, enjoying the ride and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, we were like, oh shoot, we're 26-0, trying to win a game. Where the Connecticut Sun play at Mohegan Sun.
Awesome, and an undefeated season until the finals.
Awesome experience. Kids fought their hearts out. We lost in triple overtime to the champions, West Haven. Shout out to them, their program, their coaching staff was
and they did take
phenomenal.
down the behemoth before too.
They had upset the expected champion at the time, according to the media and everything.
Well, they had won before too, right?
They had won 2-3 in a row. So
kid going to Arkansas.
It was a phenomenal season for me.
Both teams deserved to win, but only one could.
Only one could. The kids, again, fought their hearts out, triple overtime. But it was a really cool experience getting to actually we used the Connecticut Sun locker room. So we were treated very kindly there. The personnel was great. All the workers that helped set us up for the game and getting everything ready, very accommodating, all that stuff. So it was kind of cool to be behind the scenes a little bit. And then unfortunately it didn't go our way. Sometimes basketball is not about the final wins and losses, but everything that went involved. And we're graduating a bunch of phenomenal players. But
had Staples ever even made it that far before?
They had made it to the finals in Division II. The lower level 3-4 years ago. These kids were all freshmen, so there was only 2 that were on varsity. But so second state final chance, and unfortunately came up short in both. But yeah, winter was crazy. It's always nice after a season to take a little time to reflect and then slow things down. But I think I did that for 4 or 5 days. I moped.
Yeah,
and
that's.
and now we jump right into the WNBA season. As I tell my wife all the time, basketball never ends. Whether you're coaching, talking, watching, it never ends. So excited to jump back here.
The NBA season ends. Basketball ends in the middle of the NBA season for me. It's like that's too much of nothing. But I don't know. Do you want to touch on your greatest life achievement?
Yeah, I mean, winter has also been busy. As well, because I will be expecting my first child in the summer. at some point here.
Kid lost his virginity.
August.
Congrats on the sex, man. Congrats on the sex.
So super excited about that. We'll see. The schedule's opened up right now. My wife's been an absolute rock star while I was coaching and, allowing me to go hang out with a bunch of high schoolers 6 days a week. So this next couple months is all about her whenever I can be their support and all that. And it's nerve-wracking, exciting, every emotion that you think you would feel in this kind of situation. I've felt it over the last couple months.
Oh yeah.
Worst part is keeping it a secret from everyone in my life. And then people are, oh, why isn't Marissa drinking tonight? Oh, you guys are going, you haven't been out in a couple of months. We haven't seen you, it's like, yeah, things are happening. So, sometimes life gets in the way, but it's the best. I can't wait.
Hell yeah. I can't wait to meet this little boy, right?
Little boy, yeah. We had
I missed the announcement while I was away, but I saw it on Instagram.
We got together with
a nice little reveal with the family.
Yeah, we did a little cupcakes reveal. My mom, who played Division I basketball at Sacred Heart, she was hilarious. Marissa's mom was hilarious. Like they both wanted a boy, and my mom gave me a big hug afterwards and was just like, I am going to basketball games till I'm 100. Thank you. So I was just like, it was just a wonderful moment. And, being able to share that with the family was special.
Yeah. I think they would be playing basketball either way. I think you'd be coaching, whether you switch to girls coach or now he can play under you.
Correct.
Hopefully.
Correct.
I mean, hopefully you take over Staples. You get rid of that Goldshore guy. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Dave Goldshore. No, he's a great coach. He's literally one of the best coaches in Connecticut basketball.
He's been a phenomenal leader. I've learned so much from him over the last couple of years. Like, I thought I knew a lot about basketball, and then I've started to learn about basketball. And
you guys prep like in better. I'm sure NBA teams don't prep like that. Like college teams, you prep like college teams.
It's one of our strengths. Like, we're prepared for anything and everything, and it's fun. Again, my brain has exploded. X's and Joes this year will look a little bit different at times because I understand basketball more than I did last year.
Hell yeah. That's what we need. We got about 20 minutes until the expansion draft comes on television on ESPN. So let's talk about the relocation. I guess first we'll touch on
the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
The big old elephant.
Yeah. This is so welcome Houston fans. If you are joining us for the first time, we have gotten a few new followers, I should say, on social media. Hopefully they followed over to the podcast and are listening here or watching on YouTube and subscribe there. We are not going anywhere. We were always gonna do like if anything, a WNBA podcast. But I think you're a Houston Rockets fan already, so that kind of doesn't do anything but like make sense that Joe still likes this team. For me personally, I was gonna stick with them, I think, regardless, unless they went to Boston, and then I would have a tough decision. But most of our fan base would probably stay with Boston, so I probably would have had to root for them anyway, which would have been tough. But it sucks. Like, just because we're talking about what we're doing in the future doesn't mean it doesn't suck, and you don't have. Everyone should feel hurt and pissed off, but a lot of people have been in our DMs and talking to us about a couple of people. I don't want to say a lot. They'll either stop watching or they'll pick a completely different team. And I mean, everyone has the right to do what they want. Personally, I don't get it. We're still a fan of Sanaya Rivers, Anissa Morrow, Leah LeCon, Edwards or Liv, whoever gets protected, and Marina, you would assume, and hopefully Tina too. But I fell in love with this team, whether they're named Connecticut or not. It's the players that make up the team, and the players right now are the players we fell in love with watching last year. So personally, I would never stop being a fan. Joe, now you have two teams in the same place. Well, I guess you have the Giants and the Yankees, but you also have the Cardinals, so it throws me off. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the relocation?
Yeah, I mean, the sale and the relocation is tough. It's on one side. I mean, the whole me in Houston, it's great because I already watch Houston market sports, so it's in that regard. But at the same time, a team, I feel like Connecticut has been getting the short end of the stick for decades and decades and decades.
We just lost three teams in a month
in a really short amount of time.
Bridgeport Islanders, I forget, maybe just two, but we lost the Islanders,
Yeah,
I can't remember.
there's the Whalers in the past.
Of course,
you had.
There was another, but we still have the Yard Goats at least.
Yeah, like Goats. It's just like I don't know why Connecticut doesn't draw the market for sports. It's kind of weird. But I think the hardest thing overall is in comparison, more specifically with the WNBA, is like people are so passionate about their team and their fan base. Like, and I'm not saying other sports aren't, but like the last time that you can imagine like a major sports team getting ripped away in recent memory is either the St. Louis Rams and the Chargers moving out to LA, or the Seattle Supersonics going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's like, and in both of those cases, like there's a huge hole in that fan base now. Yeah. Right. Even in LA,
NBA might be going back to Seattle. That's how big of a hole there.
And that's like almost 20 years later now. Maybe a little less.
Whenever Durant, how long has Durant been?
Yeah, it's like 15, 16. So something close to that. But it's hard because it's like you're passionate about a fan base, about a program and all this, but it's like as a fan, you're like, how could this not have been avoided? Right? You almost feel like you're the child in the divorced family. Like, why did mom and dad get into an argument? Is it our fault? Like, is it the fans' fault for all this happening? And at the end of the day, I don't think it has been the fans' fault. Right? No, you look at what the WNBA has been trying to do is marry these WNBA teams to NBA teams, locations, owners, business that like partner advertisements, everything all under the sun. Under the sun, not to be punny here, but like Houston is a big market, but Connecticut has arenas that you can have people. You can have more than 8,000 to 10,000 people in. Like we went to a bunch of games for Connecticut last year. Like it was sold out. Like there was open seats down below, sure, just like anytime, but like they were filled arenas packed with people. So it's like, in theory, if you went to a bigger arena, which they proved by going to Boston, they proved by going they played somewhere else. I think they played in Hartford at a bigger arena. Like they proved that they could fill these bigger arenas. It's like, you wish they'd give them a chance here in Connecticut. I think the other side of this that makes it awful is now like, there's no WNBA team up here that's like in New England. Like you look at it, like the New York Liberty are sure a train ride and a subway ride.
Yeah, if you live in Southern Connecticut, but Brooklyn's close. If not, nothing. Yeah,
there's a giant spider over there. Just want to let you know.
Where?
Behind the recycling bin, I saw it go crawling.
Oh, awesome.
Sorry, I'm like terrified of spiders. So
you should have got up and killed it.
I wasn't gonna like put my thought to get up and do it. Plus, you're gonna kill it. It's your place.
I don't know where it is now.
It's behind the recycling bin. Anyway. Sorry. Of course, passionate speech here. But I think the other side of it is the fact that absolute hero over there. I think the other side of it that's like really tough, going back to the point, is that the league's just assuming, they'll just all become Liberty fans. It's like, it's not how it works. Like, we're not just going to all of a sudden go, okay, we're going to go root for New York after supporting these teams. So it's like, it's hard. You said it before. You can feel however way you want right now.
Yeah.
You can feel angry. You can feel upset. You can feel emotion about this is the last season. I've enjoyed going to be a part of this program and doing all these things. Like, as a fan, you have every right to feel that way. But I also think these individual players have such a personal following that like the fans are going to go where these players go. Like if let's say I'm just throwing a name out here because it's about to be free agent season. If for whatever reason the Connecticut Sun sign Alicia Gray to free agency, because she's popping up in my head right now for Atlanta, a huge chunk of people who are not Atlanta basketball fans, they're Alicia Gray fans, are going to support her and follow her. So like that's how I'm looking at it, where it's like we've supported these teams, this team now, and you came on 2 years ago as a true fan. I've been supporting this team on and off for the last 10 years. Like, you're going to stick with these players and all of that. Now, like, do we know what the team's going to look like? And does it raise questions and what's going to move forward? Like, yeah, sure. Of course it does. But I think and the social media team's trying their best. And like, guys, don't attack the social media team. It's not them making the decisions.
Yeah, they're also losing their jobs.
They're trying to make the best of this as well. Like, you gotta just buy in and be like, hey, we're gonna celebrate this team for what they've done.
Yeah, boycotting or like not going to these games just shows the league that's like Connecticut didn't need a team.
Yeah, and like I know there's people who are like, oh well, we still have UConn basketball, and it's like, yes, everyone can be upset, everyone can have their opinion. People aren't gonna agree with each other on this stuff. Like again, it's passionate about everyone's passionate about women's basketball. Like they are. Like if they follow basketball, they're passionate about it. No one's just casually watching women's basketball anymore. So it's really hard. It's just really hard. At the end of the day. Like, yeah, they're going to Houston, and
don't stop watching women's basketball because of this.
And if you want to pick up a new team, pick up a new team.
Yeah.
If you want to,
don't stop supporting the league.
If you want to follow this team to Houston, follow this team to Houston. Like,
yeah, and if to the fans that only follow the WNBA or college sports, every major league hates their GM or their commissioner. So Adam Silver was like the only one that people liked because they hated what's his name?
David Stern
a lot. And then now people are even turning on Adam Silver. Correct. So it's not even like Kathy sucks. She should get fired, but we're just gonna hate the next person too, because it's pretty much their job to get hated.
Yeah, like their responsibility is not to be liked as a commissioner. If they're trying to be liked, then they're really not doing their job, because their job at the end of the day is running a business and then blending the entertainment. Yeah. And you guys have heard it from us before. We're not now all of a sudden a 180 on Kathy because she got the CBA deal done.
Yeah, no.
Like,
but before we get to the CBA, the last thing, like another thing people are mad about is like how the league gypped the tribe out of like an extra 50 or 25 mil. It's like, I'm not gonna have any loss of sympathy for the tribe. Like it happened, I guess, but like they're $1 billion corporation that feeds off of the casino. Like they'll be fine. First of all, and second of all, they didn't build a practice facility ever, which still pisses me off. So when every team was getting one and we were practicing with fucking children during a birthday party for a playoff game, yeah, like. I mean, like they weren't great owners.
They weren't doing it. And I was there for the championship game for our high school. The locker room was no bigger than someone's living room. Like they had showers in the back, they had bathrooms, but each player had a cubby that was looking like they were in kindergarten. They had a folding chair in the cubby. They had a cubby. There was no names on the cubbies. There was no numbers. I went in there. I was like, all right, what's Marina Mabrey's number? Of course, because I'm terrible at remembering everything. And I was like looking for one for Alex because a couple of them had black marker. And I was like, no one has a locker. Like, this is unbelievable. Like,
no one, like, not even the can or like.
No, there was no.
Because they technically don't know, I guess, who's on the team.
Yeah, there was just random numbers. I mean, there was Velcro for name tags, but like, I was just like, this is.
They didn't put your guys' names up or anything?
No, I was just like, this is.
They could leave it up to be cool. Yeah.
So,
or at least put it back up to be cool for you guys. Like it's still.
So like the facilities, I mean, as much as the arena is a nice arena, it's small. Like it is, and like they'll host college games there, so basketball won't be like completely erased from the casino. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, feel how you want to feel about it. I don't think don't let anyone tell you shouldn't be able to feel a certain way. We might differ in how you feel, and you might differ in how we feel, but like, it sucks. That's just it. It sucks.
Just don't abandon the league because it's still. We wanted these girls to get paid. It's because we want to watch them and we know they're good. So, speaking of that, let's talk about the CBA. Let's do it quickly. We got 8 minutes. It's already old news at this point because the league, obviously, the expansion draft is going to be old news in like an hour. All right, a few things. The top 10, what is this? 10 biggest wins from the agreement. Meaningful revenue sharing. Getting 20% gross value is lower than the players originally asked, but it's a number that they and the owners can feel comfortable about. The players can build on this in the future CBAs. Anything to capitalize on that?
No, I'll summarize after my thoughts on it.
All right, salaries, that makes sense. They're going up from these. All right, I'll just read this one so I get it right. We've outlined how salaries increase will grow. The WNBA's players on every level will experience an impact. The new salary scale doesn't just put more money in players' pockets. It allows franchises more flexibility in how they build their teams. Some will have a bigger so-called middle class of players than others based on how they choose to surround their most elite players. Kind of like every sport, it seems like they're finally The rosters should come out a lot better on this. These salaries also add a needed and justified level of prestige to the WNBA and its players. For 2026, the salaries will remain a minimum of $270,000 to $1.4 million, with each team's cap at $7 million compared to $1.5 million in 2025. That's an insane jump.
It's an incredible jump.
All right. Next is they did charter travel better. The teams were getting fined for it in the past.
A couple of years ago, if an owner paid for a plane for their players, they were getting fined because it was special treatment. So travel is so important. So to see that more uniform is awesome.
It gets rid of the WNBA's embarrassing travel stories. Prioritizing health and wellness is number 4. Multiple aspects of the CBA. We mentioned charters and how decreases wear and tear on the athletes. Teams' medical staff requirements are mandated to be larger, including 2 athletic trainers, 2 team physicians, a strength and conditioning coach, a physical therapist, a massage therapist, and access to a nutritionist. That's pretty awesome. By 2027, players can be reimbursed up to $2,250 per session in mental health expenses. By 2028, teams will have to meet minimum standards for practice facilities, which include private medical and treatment rooms. That's awesome. Family first commitments.
You know what that one is? The summary. Pretty much it's about Derica Hamby, where that whole issue where she got traded because she wanted to get pregnant, and they were like, you can't get pregnant because you can't. And so that's just guaranteeing, the family stuff comes first.
Nice. All right. Roster size guarantee. Some players just need a little more time to grow, blah, blah, blah. All right. You're getting more players on the rosters. Teams will be allowed to, previously teams were allowed to carry 12 players, but they could have fewer players, especially as they navigated salary cap. Now 12 will be mandated, and up to 2 developmental players can be signed. Players can receive certain benefits and a stipend. They can also be activated up to 12 games and being paid a pro-rated minimum salary for each game.
So on that one, Kathy had an interview on Pat McAfee, and she had mentioned, obviously they're not ready to do something like a G League, but they thought having players that could be developmental practice players, and then still get game reps and experience was huge to the growth.
And I couldn't agree with her more. G League would be detrimental, I think.
It's just not enough.
Yeah. You need players to practice and be on the end of the bench for these games.
And with
these teams,
with last year we saw multiple times with the Fever, the Sparks, and there was one more team that I think Dallas
just kept getting hurt. Yeah,
and they only had 7 or 8 active players in a game, and then they had to keep signing people off the streets, or they were screwed because then they would have to forfeit games.
7 bigger rewards for performances. Players always want to give their best, but money is a powerful motivator. The first increased performance bonuses for awards and achievements, everything from being MVP to all WNBA, first and second teams, to getting a championship share for the title. So yeah, that's standard in most leagues. It's bullshit that they didn't have that already. More officiating, dialogue, and transparency.
We harped on that last year.
I'm sure that won't get it. I'm sure that won't fix anything. Refs suck across the board in every league, and they
refs
always will because fans will be fans. Every core designation compromise. Every successful CBA requires some compromise on both sides. That's an example of an issue on both sides found middle ground. The union might have wanted to get rid of core designation, the equivalent of franchise tag in other sports, entirely because it can delay some players getting their big chance, their bargaining power and chance to move on. Basically, keeps them from hitting free agency until a year later and making their big payday when they have to get paid a lot for a short time, but not as much as they could be. The CBA didn't get rid of the core. However, it changed the parameters. Previously, a player could be cored up to 2 times in their career, regardless of how many service years they had. Starting in 27, one player with 6 or fewer years of service can be cored. Only players with 6 or fewer can be cored. Scheduling sensibilities is the last one. They're just not expanding the team, but also games. By 27, the league could have a 50-game regular season. It could be 52. 44, 45 up to 50 is I like 52 probably be the max. Like they don't need an 82-game season ever. Like I think that's basketball would be better with shorter seasons.
No, and I think it really comes down to like how many times do they want certain matchups during the season? Because right now each team is playing each other 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
So it's like now that you're adding
in Toronto once this year.
Yeah.
In Portland once or something. Yeah. So yeah, I like adding more games. I just don't want it to ever get up to near what the NBA is.
And they're still gonna look to add teams over the next 3 to 4 years. So that's gonna obviously increase the number. So like that 52 number is gonna like jump.
If you do add more teams, whatever, and you still have like a 52 games, whatever. It does make the time that team comes into your city a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for getting to the game. All right, but there's another element of scheduling unit called cadence. Players and coaches at times have raised concern about things such as the number of games they've played in a certain time frame or having to go on specifically long road trips. Even with the great convenience of charter flights, scheduling demand seems almost punitive.
Do you remember last year we played 3 games in 5 days and then 1 game in 7 days?
Yeah.
It was like a really weird schedule where it was like everyone was playing every other day and we weren't at all. But then also I think the thing that article doesn't mention, because that's like just summarizing everything, that I think is the most important thing out of all of this is it's a 7-year deal.
Yeah.
Like that's actually unheard of for that long of a deal, because that must have mean like during the conversations and everything they were like, hey, we're hitting on all these points.
We don't want to do it again.
We don't want to do this again in 3 to 4 years. So the fact that the
league probably didn't want to do it. They were like, we don't want to raise this shit again.
No, like
sweet.
And the way I look at it for getting this deal done, like again, I think it's dumb that they didn't really negotiate. We were reading articles, when we weren't recording, when we were in our hiatus, like, oh, they sent an offer and they haven't answered their offer from 3 months ago. Oh, here's another offer. Did they respond? Like, there was no real negotiating going on. It was like both sides were really holding firm. So the fact that they were able to get this done and make it a 7-year deal
get a full season this year.
Is
awesome. Gonna be so much. The expansion draft's about to start. I don't know how quickly they're going to get into it, but quickly, the expansion draft will be each of the 13 teams have submitted a roster that includes every player have rights to, covering active, suspended, or reserve corps, enlisted, and retired lists. Each team can protect up to 5 players on the roster and who will not be available for selection. All other players on the roster list who are not protected will be made available for the draft. So you have 5 from each team. Some players like Stewie have said, don't pick me. I'm not signing regardless. I'm staying in New York. So I feel like they should have to protect her, but we don't really know. It's not made available. But how players can the expansion draft will consist of 2 rounds. Each round will consist of 12 selections and 6 by Portland and Toronto each, obviously.
I like that they're doing, as you're explaining, they're explaining. It's fantastic.
Can Toronto and Portland select a player from each team's roster and who will be unrestricted free agent entering 26? Toronto and Portland may each select one player in the expansion draft who is eligible to become an unrestricted free agent entering 2026. What about former player? No, I don't need to do that. Did Toronto and Portland have to select players according to encore position? They do not. Do Toronto and Portland have to build their entire team through the expansion draft? No. There's one more. I thought it was. No, we're good. So yeah, we have a list of the teams and I don't know what website this is. Sportsbook Review has what they think too. So we'll be going off them. While they keep explaining before they pick, you want to just run down through these rosters and see what we agree and who we'd pick.
So like kind of saying best available for each team or most interesting person for each team.
Yeah. I guess like Atlanta, they have Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Nas Hillman, Pau, and Caldwell. It's already going. All right, we're doing it quick like that.
I called it.
Bridget Carlton.
I told you she was going to be the first pick. So this is Portland got the first pick.
All right, Bridget Carlton. All right, let's go to what team? Let's get to the
that would be the Lynx.
Yeah. Second pick, Julia Aleman.
Oh, they're not announcing it. They've already decided.
Yeah,
wow, Julia Aleman.
So it's hard to go. We'll have to do it after and go through who we would have picked. Okay, so they're stopping to talk a little bit
I'm
about.
very surprised.
So the links, yeah, Collier, Courtney Williams, McBride, Smith, and Uhas. I mean, I guess maybe her. Yeah, if Bridget Carlton was on, DJ got hurt. It's Jessica Shepard maybe, but yeah, Carlton is a good pick from this roster.
I think I called it 2 months ago. I said if they're gonna have the first pick, I wish I had the notebook still when we did.
We posted it.
Our draft. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I drafted her first in that draft, but I said I think she's going to be the first pick in that draft. I do have the list actually.
You picked Dana Evans.
I had Dana Evans.
You picked her like fifth.
Right, but I remember clearly saying that she was going to be someone that was very interesting for a team to take. And then Julie Alleman, I'm surprised on that.
A lot of people are saying Jordan Canada could go first too. I don't even think we thought she would be available.
No, we thought she was going to be protected.
And Julie Alleman is Sparks, right? Yeah, they had her
12 players.
Yeah, they don't have to. They can pass, I think. Alleman, they had her protected in this with Brink, Rakia, Plum, and Hamby. So I guess
are the picks.
Oh, here we go. First round, they got Alleman, Nair Sabali, Marina Mabrey, Aaliyah Nye. So Mabrey did not get protected, and she is on Toronto. That's brutal.
Aaliyah Nye, Lexi Held from Indiana.
A lot of people. Nikola Milic was, I think, just a
lot of European.
I want to say she's one of those players that just isn't coming over. Aja Kane. All right, so the big names: Alleman, Sabali, Mabrey, Nye, and Held.
Wow.
So Dana Evans wasn't picked by them. It was Nye. But we still got to see the fire.
I'm kind of disappointed that they just announced it all.
Yeah, I wish it was kind of like a back and forth thing.
Because does that mean this thing's going to be like 5 minutes long?
They got a half hour to talk about it. But yeah, we don't have to. I guess we don't have to listen to it all.
We'll wait till they have it all in front to share. But the big news here is that Marina Mabrey.
Are they allowed to take people that are like, we don't want to pay this many players, so we'll take Marina Mabrey and she'll demand that she doesn't sign there? I don't know. Maybe she signs there. Now we got to see with free agency how this affects it. They have to sign all these players now?
I believe so. I don't know. Actually, I don't know who was unrestricted and who.
It says it here. Let's see if we can get to Connecticut. Mabrey was a unrestricted free agent.
Sabali from New York. So that's interesting that they went there.
I was reading a thing that had somebody taking Migna Torre.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, I don't know about that.
I don't know what the point of that is. I mean, they have a good starting team if this is what it looks like.
If Mabrey,
we didn't know many of the players on the Valkyrie, and they were really good. So,
and I feel like I wish they released the list of players that were available.
Toronto passed on the 12th overall pick.
That would be that would probably be Chicago's. That's probably why. If they were going to pick a Chicago player. So that's who they skipped. Like they said they weren't going to pick. Here we go. Portland
got Bridget Carlton, Carla Late, Geisel Soder, Engsler, Maya Caldwell, Chloe Bibby, Haley Jones, Poach, who I never heard of, Sarah Ashley Barker, who I think can be good, Shug Sutton, and Nika Mule.
And Mule just had ACL surgery.
She's had another injury, yeah.
So only one Connecticut son. So that means they probably protected.
Yeah, they protected the three rookies, Liv and Edwards.
Yep. I feel like Portland didn't win this, but
Carla Late's pretty good.
Late's good. Chloe Bibby was good last year for Indiana.
Bench players, yeah. Michael went 9th. Let's see, what do we have? Isaiah James definitely got protected.
Yeah, must have.
Ezra Stevens probably got. Mieseman, no. Liv, no. Tiffany Hayes, no. Rachel Banham, no. Whitcomb, no. Aaron McDonald, no. Shug Sutton, yes. I had Shug Sutton.
They were talking about
Kirsten Bell, DJ Carrington, Eric
Ezzy Magnafor, Azura Stevens. Like they were talking about them, like some big names. Like
you had Dana Evans, no. Sophie Cunningham, no. Brittany Sykes, no. Nia Coffey, no. Bridget Carlton, yes. Elizabeth Williams, no. Ray Burrell, no. Isabel Harrison, no. Haley Jones, was she picked?
Haley Jones was picked.
And then Sandra Clark, Lexi Held, yes, and Rhea Marshall, no.
Yeah.
But we did 2 from each team.
Right.
Wow. No Marina Mabrey? What are our thoughts?
That's hard.
Let me see what Instagram has been saying, too. We got some polls up. We had a vote of who would you leave unprotected? Marina, and I said I made a comment saying assuming she demands not to like go anywhere. But Liv or Edwards, and 22 of the how many voters? Of the 33 said to leave Liv unprotected. 4 said Edwards and 7 said Marina.
There's got to be some way that they get the list of protected players. I'm very curious. I feel like some of the names like weren't as big names as I thought there was going to be. So either they were protected or these 2 teams were like, we're not taking pending free agents. Like Seattle Storm, I was expecting much bigger name. Can we go to the Seattle Storm?
Let's go through all these rosters real quick. Dream, they didn't have many people to protect. So it could have been Brianna Jones, Jordan Canada, Brittany Griner, Coffee. Actually, yeah, they did have names. Maya Caldwell was taken though, right?
Yeah, so Maya Caldwell.
So that's a name. So maybe they protected Brianna Jones, I would assume, or Jordan Canada.
Right.
Probably Jordan Canada, and then Bree Jones is left untaken. Chicago Sky traded their picks, or traded. You know what happened?
Yep.
The Sun. Literally, Marina has to get unprotected, and then
so that means
Liv had to get protected. And Liv, Nisa Rivers, the Canada.
So
Edwards.
Only one Connecticut Sun player. We kind of thought that would be the case.
Yeah, unless they want to swing on a Hartley, or maybe Tina could.
Right.
They think Tina could be the face of their first year, but I doubt Tina was going to get touched. The Wings, you got a lot of young people to protect, but I would, at the end of the season, protected Paige and Zaya. Definitely, even if you were going to draft AZ Flight, I'd still take both and maybe trade them for something more.
They hit on.
I think Arika had to have been protected.
Must have been.
I would guess at this point, Lee and Haley. Haley Jones got taken or no?
Jones and
that a different
Geisel Soder. Those were the 2 that were drafted. So like,
let me pull up see if it is.
Like I said, I'm very surprised by some of these picks.
All right, so it went.
How does someone already have grades up?
When Bridget, they probably had it in advance. Bridget Carlton went first.
Yep.
Then Alaman, then Sabali, then Mabrey. Dude, why are you taking Nair Sabali before Marina Mabrey?
It's a power forward league.
Oh, they didn't have it updated.
They're updating it as we speak.
So those are the first 6 picks, or first however many I just named. Yeah, they're not updating fast. Let's see if another place has it already.
Does ESPN have it? You would think they're promoting it.
Doesn't even come up ESPN. And still no ESPN. There we go. Let's see. I'll just get to ESPN.
How to watch the draft. You didn't even watch the draft. They both said their first pick and then said, all right, here's everybody else.
Yeah. How do they not have it up when they know it ahead of time?
How do you not promote it though as like a real draft versus
I know.
Let me just spit it out at you and digest it.
Let's see if the roster's under the tempo. It's not. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it. So I think it was Haley Jones. I can't
remember. It was Haley Jones.
So yeah, they didn't take Enrique, Hines Allen,
Quinterly,
Harris,
Diamond Miller,
Leroux. Yeah. All right. Valkyries. Burton was protected. Saloon was protected. Rupert probably. Yosite, I mean, they need her. And Carla Late was not protected.
Late wasn't, and then they also drafted Maria.
They probably protected Kayla Thornton.
I would.
Or Tiff Hayes, and then Kayla Thornton off the injury. I don't know. Because they would have to pay these like big name players too if they did.
They do. That's what the interesting part about having this expansion draft is that like it's before free agency, which kind of makes sense because you're not gonna pay someone in free agency and then they get poached.
Yeah, so Lexi Hull was not taken, right?
Yeah, no, Hull was.
Hull
Held was.
Yeah, Lexi Hull was.
Held was. Yeah.
So Clark, Boston, Mitchell was probably protected, and either Howard.
So they drafted Chloe.
I don't know. I bet you they didn't take Tim's. They didn't keep Timpson, and nobody picked her.
Unless they protected Sophie Cunningham over.
Who got taken from this team?
Chloe Bibby.
Oh, Chloe Bibby, yeah.
And was it Michaela Thompson?
Michaela Timpson? No, I don't think she got taken.
No, it wasn't Timpson. Was it? Oh no, wasn't it Wallace? Wasn't it Christy Wallace?
It could have been. Yeah, a lot of names that from the bottom of these rosters were taken. Dana Evans wasn't taken. Melissa Smith might have not been. I mean, Aaliyah Nye wasn't. She got to. Here it is.
There it is. Should we pause it to?
All right, so Bridget, write this down.
Yep.
Bridget Carlton, Carla Late, Geisel Soder, Angsler, Maya Caldwell, Chloe Bibby. So Chloe Bibby, yeah, Haley Jones was in the second round. All right. Nayadu Pouch. I don't know who that is. Sarah Ashley Barker, Shug Sutton, and Nika Mule. It's a lot of names of notable people.
So I'm saying, I feel like Portland had a much better draft.
So Bridget Carlton came from the Lynx. Carla Lake came from the Valkyrie. Geisel Soder was also the Lynx?
No. Geisel Soder
was the Wings.
The Dallas.
Angsler's the Washington, I think.
Yes.
Maya Caldwell's the Dream. Chloe Bibby, we just learned, is
she's the redhead
or the Fever.
The Fever.
Haley Jones is.
Was she Dallas?
Dallas or Lynx? I keep mixing them up. Yeah, Dallas.
So they picked two from Dallas. They picked Geisel Soder and Haley Jones, both from Dallas.
Wait, hold on.
So they blocked.
Yeah, Haley Jones and Geisel Soder from Dallas.
They blocked out the tempo from picking from Dallas.
And then Pooch. Let's see what team this. She is on.
Never heard of her.
Dream.
Okay.
Sarah Ashley Barker's Sparks.
Yep.
Shug, is she on the Storm now? Was she on the Storm? Or no, that's Erica
she's
Wheeler.
Washington, isn't she?
Washington. I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's Washington. So they got two Washington players as well.
Washington's probably
and then
happy.
Nika Mule is Seattle.
Because now Washington can go crazy in the draft again.
Yeah.
Okay. So Carlton is Minnesota.
The next one is
GSW. Who is that?
That's the Portland Fire.
The Portland GM.
Yeah. Vanja Kurnivev.
And you wonder why they got all those international players. No, just kidding. They really didn't. Yeah. So Geisel Soder was Dallas. I'm just looking to see what teams.
Yeah.
Washington. Caldwell was Atlanta. Bibby, Indiana. Jones was Dallas. Poot, another name I don't know.
Oh, I just did this. She's on Atlanta.
Sutton is Washington, and Nika Mule was technically Seattle.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they took her if they knew she tore her ACL.
That's probably why.
When were these picks? Or they just took her because they know they had an extra roster spot.
Yeah, she's probably going to be very cheap and opens up a roster spot.
All right, so we're looking. I'm just curious now what teams they did.
Money definitely played a factor in this, and
it has to in building a roster.
And not knowing who's signed and what's not has to.
Right. So Carl, because they can still sign free agents.
Yeah.
There's it's not like they're just doing this and they can't sign free agents. So Minnesota, Golden State, Dallas, Washington, Indiana, LA, and Seattle. They chose from 7 different teams. 2 from Washington, 2 from Atlanta, 2 from Dallas.
Show the next fucking team. Show Toronto.
The Carla Late pick is very interesting. And her, she was behind Veronica Burton and Tip Hayes, so she wasn't.
All those girls could play.
She's very crafty lefty. That's an interesting pick.
But Marina Mabrey, if she's on, let me post something and see what people say.
All the silence here as we're still recording. Sorry, everybody. I was looking over the raw. I mean, again, like we talked about, who thought the Valkyrie were going to be as good as they were last year with Kayla Thornton and Veronica Burton. No one had them being, legit. It just shows the talent in the league. I was so wrong about the Valkyries, and they are gonna probably be good again this year. I'd be surprised.
The Valkyrie, yeah, I think they'll be 6, 7, 8 seed. One of those. So yeah, we got to sign a star.
Yeah, because if you assume that Marina's gone,
she's gone. I don't think they'd pick her if she wasn't gone.
And then if she's gone, is Tina gone? Because then you're losing a lot of percentage of our points from last year.
I don't think. Yeah, if I was a GM, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd only want Tina because it's the last year in Connecticut. But to try to win a championship, I wouldn't want Tina on my team. Honestly, I'd let her go somewhere else where she can be a lesser of a role for a better team.
Right. Is not protecting Marina a money / we're moving move? Or was Marina never going to sign back? Or
it felt like everyone was saying it felt like she was back.
Right.
And the move was always imminent.
And something I'm curious with, did she know she wasn't protected?
Yeah, I would assume.
Do you think they told the players and hey, by the way, you are not protected?
I assume that they would tell Marina.
You gotta think so, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing it. The Connecticut Sun posted a thank you, Marina. Because you would think they'd jump on that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to anger a lot of people. But, I mean, fortunately, we do have some big personalities to build around and to market as well. But that is, I mean, am I happy that Nelson Ododa is staying? Yes. Does that mean that Charles is now gone? Because now you're looking at the 3-man big rotation of Charles, Edwards, and Nelson Ododa.
I'm responding to somebody said needs to see who's protected. It's not made public. I don't think. Keep talking.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to piece together our roster now a little bit. Obviously, we'll have to do a little time. I wish ESPN would just show both rosters. They flashed it across the screen for 30 seconds and then said, okay, you have everything you need to know.
Yeah, right.
I should have taken pictures when they popped up. I'm just still surprised Julie Alamond was the first pick.
Second, but yeah.
You know what I mean? A first round pick. Yeah. She's a good player, and she put up some crazy stats in some games last year.
She was really good. She's like a triple-double type player. Right. 7, 8, 9 a game.
I'm just saying from some of the names we thought. So let's think about it, right?
Yeah,
we heard Canada. We heard Arike. We heard Kayla Thornton. We heard I'm blanking. Ezzy Magnabor, whatever. Magnabor. And we heard Azura Stevens.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for free agency for these teams? Because of maybe the draft, and I'd have to look closely at the rosters as we go here. How many of these players were not unrestricted free agents? So did they decide we're not going after any unrestricted free agents or minimal? Because I'm very curious if they went for more control versus full-blown talent. And again, can be completely wrong because again, I have to eat crow about the Valkyries last year. But
yeah, I mean, no, I don't know who thought they would be good. But All right, so expansion drafts today on the 3rd. Free agency starts the 7th to the 18th. Or 7th. It starts at the 7th. I don't know.
Well, there's gonna be the
There's just not
there's gonna be the
25th.
whatchamacallit period where you can sign your own players back.
Okay.
They have to do that first, like the qualifying offers and.
This is just projected. I want a real fucking season. Alright, let's see if on WNBA.com there's a schedule.
All right. And,
how are they not showing the freaking teams?
Here we go. Now we're doing it this way. Why is this one with pictures?
Yeah.
The other one was just the names. Now they're showing pictures. It's like they have someone working behind the scenes going, quick, quick, quick.
Yeah.
Like just like we're doing right now, trying to find all the information.
You want to go to the draft? Tickets are on sale.
We'll go to the Shed.
Isn't that like a gallery?
I think so. So we have
it's called?
Julie Allemon.
How much do you think tickets are going to be?
I mean, last year I'm pretty sure they were like
they're $165.
Crazy. And that's all the way in the back too.
I don't know if I'd pay $165 if I got to interview everybody.
I don't
That's
think I
how
would either.
little I want to spend right now. But
I believe.
No, I would do that if I got to talk to fucking Hazy and
maybe
all the other ones. But Lauren Betts is I actually kind of like her.
I've been telling you.
She's gonna drop though. She's not going top 3.
No, because of, and we'll get to their draft special, but the Spanish girl,
Ava Pham or whatever.
Yeah, apparently she's legit.
I don't know what I was looking for on here. Schedule.
Maria Condi.
All right.
Maria Pillow.
This is not this. This is just schedule of games. I wanted league schedule so I can announce all the dates to everyone.
Kova.
All right, so we got Allemon from Los Angeles.
Nicolina Milic. Laska. Where was Laska? Wasn't she a high draft pick somewhere?
Who?
Kitia Laska.
Say it again.
Kitia?
I don't know what her name is, how it's pronounced. I just wanted to see you struggle.
I just know the J's are silent there.
Kitia?
Alaska.
Alaska?
No. Mercury. And then Christy Wallace.
Kirsten Bell. What's her name?
Naya?
No, Bell from the KB from the Aces.
Kirsten?
Is it Kirsten?
Yeah. It's either Kirsten or Kristen.
Okay, that's Kirsten. I feel like I always say it wrong. She was another name that could have been a potential one that was like one of the top scorers for the team going forward.
Yeah,
but she didn't get taken.
Again, a lot of players that like.
Where was Milic?
Just from our like.
Yeah, Milic was also a Sun pick, so she's one of those players that it's like never comes over. Yeah, I think she's been traded a bunch of times. That's what I was saying.
Gotcha.
Like I gotta like listen to this like episode and see if they say any like this ESPN thing and see if they mention.
Yeah, because like are a bunch of these players like that same boat?
Here it is. Wiki. Yeah, like she's been around since 2008. Got to her first team in the league was 2022, the Lynx, and I don't think she ever played.
So I guess from that standpoint,
doesn't even say she's on the Sun, by the way.
That just gives us roster flexibility.
Yeah. Reported plan to sit out the 24 season. After April 24, she was traded to the Sky alongside the 24th, 7th overall pick for Sika Kone, the 8th overall pick. In 25, a second-round pick and the rights were swapped 2026-1. On February 21st, we received the rights to Milic and Lindsay Allen for Rebecca Allen.
So she just keeps bouncing back and forth, her rights.
Yeah, I guess she played for Minnesota in 22 and 23.
Gotcha.
She played a total of 70 games. But yeah, I don't think she's coming back to the league. And if she is, it's now to actually play on the tempo, I would assume. But yeah, she's been playing in
So let's see, we got shooting with Mabrey and Held. You got the big with Sabali. You have Allemon,
Turkey team,
who can be the point guard. And then you're figuring out pieces from there. Probably Nye as a small forward. So this team probably needs bigs, would be my guess, not knowing all the players.
It's another team that's going to need Mabrey to shoot like she did last year, and as much as she did last year, and it's not what she needs.
Yeah, and again, free agency is free agency.
But they have a strong.
So they took 2 Connecticut players then.
Yeah, Almansable, Marina, and Nye, and Held they're like all solid, but like I don't think it's going to win them many games. And the other 5 was what? Starting 5 was
probably Lede, Carlton, Barker, Jones, and Geisel Soder.
Yeah, so they got like 3 or 4.
Maya Caldwell, maybe.
Yeah, Maya Caldwell.
Maya Caldwell probably starts on that team.
Yeah, not
Wait, let me see. Yeah, go ahead.
Carlton, Late, Geisel Soder, and Caldwell. And then Enxler will have to start instead of come off the bench, I think. Unless Haley Jones starts. Yeah, or maybe Sarah Ashley Barker, but I don't think she'll be ready. Maybe Shug Sutton could start.
Yeah.
Shug could start and then Enxler off the bench, I would think.
Maybe. But so Marina Mabrey, biggest news. She's no longer repeating it. She's no longer a Connecticut Sun.
Yeah. Let's see if they talk about anything quickly.
Are they talking about this for an hour?
No. I think it ends in now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, NFL Live starts in 1 second. All right, so there's that. They need to do a better job presenting their drafts. Because that sucked.
But we saw this. What else did they do? They did this.
Yeah, the last thing we covered, it wasn't a draft, but it was we thought it was gonna like go on way longer.
Oh, it was the lottery.
Oh yeah, the draft lottery.
It was the lottery, and all of a sudden they were just like,
yeah. The NBA would be like, this team.
Yeah,
talk about it for 5 seconds.
I mean,
minutes.
We'll have to go back and try to watch the episode and listen to it. But like, yeah, I was a little surprised with how fast they just did that. But I'm, the GM in me is just so curious what players were and weren't protected.
Yeah, same.
And like, I mean, again, you're not going to blow your no better way to say this. You're not going to blow your wad on like the expansion draft and get a bunch of people that get you close to the 7 million. But some of the names on here.
I wonder what Marina's going to go for.
Marina might get the max now.
Under that, yeah.
She might get whatever the max that she can get is. She might be the building piece.
So bummed, said Joan. Me too, Joan.
Yeah, people really rallied behind Mabrey, and I also think it's crazy that if they weren't going to sign her or protect her, why didn't we trade her last year? She had interest. Like, I don't know if she had
with her friends. I don't know.
I don't know if there was first round interest to get her.
I wouldn't have traded her for a second. I would have hoped for the best in this draft over getting another second round pick.
I'm just saying, like, hindsight.
She can still technically, I think, sign anywhere. I don't know how this works.
I think she can, but hindsight's 2020. I'm surprised that if she wasn't going to be protected, that we didn't move on for her at the deadline.
Yeah, I mean, the move could have broken things down where she's like, I don't want to come back now. Who knows?
Right.
We got to hear
conversations.
We got to hear what
sale. Hey, we're moving to Houston. I'm not open to that.
And maybe just after a year or two, she's just like, I don't know. I don't actually want to be here.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's what my first reaction is.
I don't think Jen Rosati is the greatest general manager. No offense. She made some really good moves, but I think when she has said that, I think she said something. And if not, I'm sorry, Jen. I take back what I said about you not being a great GM. But I think she said something in like one of the like season ticket holder meetings and stuff, and like basically said like Marina will be back.
Mm-hmm.
I think at one point. If I made that up or if I'm misquoting somebody, I'm sorry, but it's you got to know what's happening with your team. But it could have been maybe it'll benefit the team going forward. Maybe they don't think she's going to be that good. Compared to players they think they can sign.
True. True. Or if we even sign anybody at all.
If we sign somebody to replace her, that's going to take the money she would have gotten. It's going to be a lot easier to swallow. But right now it's kind of weird. But we did have 5 other players that were worth saving.
Yeah, you had,
and that were more long-term pieces.
The young assets, yeah.
Losing Liv or Edwards would have sucked. I mean, I love Aaliyah Edwards. She hasn't shown that she's what she should be. She's not above a good player yet.
She hasn't.
And some days she's a bad player.
Like she did in college.
Yeah, she was dominant. But you're protecting her based on ceiling.
Correct.
And that she's super young.
And that you just traded her for another rotation player in the WNBA.
Jason Sheldon was another person that was on a lot of expansion draft mocks.
I wonder if she was protected.
Yeah, Washington has their 3 rookies, and Shakira Austin,
which I know she's an unrestricted free agent as well. So I think the unrestricted free agent.
Everyone's an unrestricted free agent.
I think that probably
they had him protected.
That probably hurt the expansion draft.
Yeah, they probably did protect JC at this point because I doubt they protected Dolson, Clark, or Melbourne.
Right.
Although Dolson is on Team USA.
I did see that.
Fucking yeah. So we have to sign somebody. We need a star to play with these kids.
You'd feel like you have to bring some veterans in. I won't even say star, but definitely veterans. Like you got to bring people who've been around.
Let's go on over these rosters. Who do we think could be a good sign? From Washington, you got to assume they're keeping Sonia, Kiki. They're already keeping those 3. I assume they're keeping Shakira Austin, or she's a restricted free agent anyway.
If we're keeping Liv, you don't really need.
So I guess we only go by unrestricted free agents?
Yeah, I would just look at unrestricted.
So Melbourne, Clark, Dolson, no, don't need to sign any of them. From Seattle, Gabby Williams would be a sweet fucking steal from them, Ezzy. But I think that those players are getting protected because they're going to get signed. Sykes.
I wouldn't do Sykes.
I mean, they had Mule being protected, which makes no sense. I mean, she could be good, but she's had like 18 surgeries in like 3 years.
Right.
So I feel like Sykes or Skylar was probably protected, I bet. I mean, if Skylar or NECA become a free agent, that would be amazing.
Of course,
sign them. I don't care about age. They're nasty. From the Mercury, I mean, if Bonner wants to come back, I mean, I think the only way she comes back is if Alyssa Thomas comes back at this point, because why would she come back to Connecticut for a year? Sammy Wickham, no.
Hey, I'm telling you,
Alyssa Thomas, and Clea are all probably going to resign.
The UConn win Connecticut a championship in their last year. Until it's not available, it's available.
Yeah. From the Liberty, get Nieseman. Because
they have a connection.
What's his name? Mezion
and her have a connection. So who knows? But
Cloud, I could see going somewhere because she hasn't been there that long. She only was there last year. But like Stewie and Sabrina already said they're coming back. John Quell, I'm sure. I mean, if John Quell leaves,
it depends how they have to pay them. It's a lot of money for 3 players.
I mean, if you know John Quell's not coming, do you protect him or do you just let them go to expand? Would you rather her just go to an expansion team, or do you still protect them and try to work things out in negotiations?
That's what I had told you about with how I felt about tampering. I was like, Stewart and Ionescu came out and said, we're coming back to New York no matter what. Did they have to protect them now?
I would hope so.
Or did they say that and now we don't have to protect them because now the other teams aren't going to draft them?
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
If they didn't have to protect him, it's kind of fucked. I wouldn't mind DJ coming back if she's healthy. If we signed her.
It's a big if she's healthy.
Yeah, Bridget Carlton got taken.
Jessica
Shepard would be a good piece, but we need a starter. DJ could be both off the bench or a starter.
Well, DJ, we talked about it. Morrow and Rivers have kind of taken that role.
That's true. Yeah, it's more of a fit.
I
would take Azura Stevens.
We need someone who is a shooter.
Yeah.
We need shooting. Rivers shoots it fine.
Rivers shoots it better than we thought.
Right. Morrow was under her average last year. Lacan was Nelson Adota doesn't shoot three. Like, you need shooting in the new age. Like, it's still a big man league with the power forward position being so important.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
like
Ezra Stevens, forward center who could shoot.
Right, that could be an interesting one.
Jewel Lloyd would be great, regardless.
That's a vet.
We don't really have we don't really need a star guard. We need like you said.
It's shooting. It's a secondary player. Not like secondary. That's not the right word. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird what I would say, because
I still want LeCan being our point guard.
Well,
so I don't want to bring in a star that takes away from that. I don't like her at the 2 as much.
If you go LeCon, Rivers,
a star 2 would be great,
because you have LeCon and Rivers as your backcourt, but Rivers can be a 2-3
because she's so athletic.
And then you have Morrow and Olivia Nelson-Adota. You need a 3. You need, I know you don't love her, but you need like the Sophie Cunninghams, the Lexi.
We need
Holes,
somebody better than them.
But you need the shooting. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but we don't need a. We don't need.
You know who we need? We've talked about it.
We don't need a role player shooter. We need a fucking star who can shoot. Like Marina Mabrey is supposed to be.
We said the top of our wish list, both of us have agreed to it, is Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh yeah,
but
I would want her at the 2.
That is the
but I don't think she's leaving.
Ideal player that if you can poach away from Indiana.
Yeah, I don't think that's
that would fit our roster. Obviously, I think she'd fit a lot of rosters, but
yeah, we can get Tiffany Hayes. That'd be cool. But I think she might have been protected and wants to come back.
Or as we talked about, trading the 2 draft picks, grabbing a shooter from the draft,
or get Enrique. Sign Enrique.
That could be interesting. Like,
who's from Texas? Anyone good from Houston?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. So I don't want Tina back if this is going to be our like. We need to stay young and get the good guard, the experience from the guard. I mean, Ezra Stevens is still like a vet. I would bring her in and
Stevens would be a very interesting pick if she's available. That is.
She can come off the bench too after Morrow.
Could make sense. Well, and if Morrow continues to develop how we hope, she could also be a 3 as well.
Yeah,
she can play 3-4.
Yeah, I'm assuming if we get the stud at the 2, like an Enrique or somebody, that'd be sick.
So
Jordan Canada would be probably got protected now, but so I don't know if that means we don't know if this means they're signing. It just means they didn't want to give him up right away. I guess
he's a part of this, yeah.
But,
all right, so big day 1, WNBA. Expansion draft is done.
Free agency starts, we will be making instant reactions probably on Instagram, but we will do full episodes once a week still. Yeah, anything else we want to cover?
I think we're good. I mean, over the next month, we're going to be touching the draft, free agency, training camp. We'll continue. Maybe we'll take something out of the page of the Sun and celebrate history and do a little trivia or like Sun's history as we go.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we could do that throughout the season too.
Try to, again, my goal for season 2 of this for us was being more engaging with the fans, through social media when we can. We want to hear a lot of your voices through all this too.
I texted our good buddy Ben Scheller, who lives in Houston, who's a huge UConn fan, big Connecticut guy, but moved there for work. I asked, can you give me some pros Houston has as a city over what we have in Connecticut and some cons? He said it's a lot, in all capitals, warmer. He said incredibly diverse population, which makes the food scene amazing. Very good Tex-Mex. You can go to any major sport event any season. Something we can't do regardless whether we have a women's basketball team or not. They have a rodeo. And he said cons, bad drivers, and you can't beat because you never know who's carrying. So that's the Houston update. If you're from Houston, let us know what you love about Houston and how you think the climate change will fit your city. If you've ever been to Connecticut, you can compare and contrast. We have better pizza, bagels, snow, but I don't even like the snow.
Leaves in the fall.
But we get the seasons a lot better, but it's not really a good thing once you're old. But yeah, again, welcome if you are a Houston fan. Stick with us if you are a Sun fan. Sun and Comets are going to have the same history. It's not going to, I mean, I don't know what the old history is going to be for the Comets. I think that's just dead. Like that history.
I think there were
like they might still have 4 banners in the building and shit,
but like do that.
But this is the Orlando Miracle, Connecticut Sun
version.
Houston Comets.
Right.
Will have its own Wikipedia page. Like it's still like all the records. Like what did Sanaya or Lacan set a record last year?
Yep.
That's still going to be steals. Like if a rookie for this draft in 2 years breaks one of their rookie records, it'll be their rookie record they're getting broken, not like something from the Houston Comets.
Yeah.
Unless they totally come out of left field, because that's not how moves relocations.
No, it's not like it was an expansion team and they're bringing them back. Like, no, you're taking a team's history. It's the same reason like the Houston Oilers like have all the history of the Baltimore Ravens, not the Houston Texans, because it's different history.
I think it's the Titans.
Was it the Titans?
Yeah, I think the Colts and the Ravens have this history.
But
either way, it's football. We don't talk about men's sports. But yeah, so it's gonna that's a home run. Nope, double. All right. Anyway, as we're watching baseball now because the